Hey folks, welcome to Tech Pulse. I am Nishant here. So I know that it's been a long time since I posted a video, and now we are continuing with Java series episode 5, data types and variables. Let's move on. So the agenda for today's video is what is a variable, what is a data type, types of data types, and some and conclusion. These are the agenda. This is a very important concept in Java. So listen carefully. Okay? Yeah. Now let's move on. Now, what is a variable? We have learnt variable in mathematics, but related to computer science, what is a variable? A variable is actually like a storage container to contain the data. Okay, it's like a box where it will store the data. It will have a definite name. Okay, now see. So, for example, if you are going to any shop, okay, if you're let's take an example of a tea shop. You guys are going to a tea shop. There you will have lots of contain boxes, okay, lots of boxes you will see, and you can see that cookies and uh, chocolates like that. Okay, now Now, these cookies will be in one box. Chocolates will be in one box, but these chocolates and cookies won't get mixed, right? So for separate things, there will be a separate box. So like that, the same in computer science, we will have separate box for different types of data. For example, data is a combination like lots of data are available types of data like numbers, strings, characters, decimals. Everything is considered as in data. Okay, and we cannot mix numbers with characters. We cannot mix strings with numbers and all. Integer. We cannot also mix integers with decimals. So in computer science, we have a separate type of container for different types of data. That's called as that container name is called as variable. Now, for example, I am having number one, and I am having here one character. Okay, like A. So this both are different type. This is a number, and this is a character. I cannot mix these two. This will be storing in a different type of container, and this will be stored in a different type of container. Okay. Now this container will have a separate name, and this container will have a separate name. The container, this type of container is called as a variable. Okay. So this container is known as a variable, and the name which we set for the container is known as the variable name. Okay. The name which we set for a container is known as the variable name. Now coming back, uh, we have a definite name for the variable. Okay, I hope you understood. But the variable names has a set of rules to keep the name for the variable. Now the rules are variable name should be short yet meaningful. Okay, the name should have a definite meaning. It should be short. It should not be so long. Like, for example, I am storing a name of a boy. I should not name the variable as name of a boy. I can name the variable as only name. Okay, so that's the difference. We should not name a variable like very big sentence or paragraph. Just a short, a single word is enough. And variable name should not start with underscore or dollar sign. It's actually a rule set by Java development, so we should follow the rule. It should not start with underscore or dollar sign, and mainly name should not start with numbers. Numbers can be in between of a variable name or even the ending of like A1, B1, C1, but it should not start with numbers. Okay, I hope you understood. Now, what is a data type? We have seen what is a variable, but what is a data type? So, data type is actually it refers to the type of the data in a variable. Whatever we store in a container, the type of the data is called as data type. You will find a meaning in the word itself. So, to clearly demonstrate, now I have shown you that this is a number and this is a character and this is a character. Okay, this is called as what number. So this number is called as a data type. The word number is called as a data type. So this this one uh, 1 second, this number is called as a data type. Okay, and we have here character. So this character is called as a data type. Now you can understand, right? The the data which was storing in a variable, and the type of data denotes the data type, and the variable denotes the container name. What container we are storing, that container is called as a variable. Okay, in simple words. Now coming back to our PPT, we have types of data types available. As we know, we have lots of data types like decimals, numbers, and all. But in Java, we have few types of data. Okay. Now the types of data, we have two categories. One is primitive and non-primitive. In primitive, we can see that integer, character, float, boolean. And in non-primitive, we can see that string, arrays, class, enums. So non-primitive we will be seeing afterwards, not in this in upcoming videos. And primitive, it's very important data types. It's a basic fundamental step to enter the programming world. So the primitive data types we will be seeing in upcoming videos and in even in today hands-on session. But what I will be doing is I will be teaching this whole in the answer and the string also. Okay, because string is also an important data type. So I will be teaching this and these four types of data. Okay, now just take a note of it or screenshot. This is very important. And now coming to the next slide. Yeah, welcome to hands-on. So we will be having an hands-on session now. I will be just demonstrating. This is my Eclipse IDE. If you guys doesn't know how to install Eclipse or how to use it, it will be in my YouTube channel. I will be giving in the description below what video you can view to install Eclipse and all. Okay. Now, as we know, first we will be seeing integer. Okay. Okay, integer. Integer in Java we'll be using a short form called as int. Okay, this is called as integer. Now, this is known as the data type. Int is known as the data type. Now, we need a variable to store the data, right? So, a variable should be short but should have a definite name. So, I can keep as int number is equal to, I will be storing number of 10. Okay, now I need to print this one. In the last video, we have seen how to print the hello world, and all the same concept goes here. System dot println, and we need to just specify the variable name here. Okay. So what it's doing here? Okay. So this type of errors we have seen like public static void main. Okay, this main function is very important. We need to include it. Okay. Okay, so this is actually the same as our old coding video. Like we have printed hello world in Java, so it's the same syntax only. Nothing we are doing. Now, if you see, int is the data type, number is the variable name, and 10 is the data. What it's doing here? We are denoting the variable name in the println statement. So the system.out.println uh, retrieves the data from the variable and prints it. That's what this println does. Now let's run and see. The output should be 10. 10 should be displayed in the output. So let's wait and watch. Yeah, now you can see in the output screen that the data is printed as 10. Okay. The data is printed as 10. Now if I change the data like 30, what it's gonna print? Same. I need to save it. Yeah. Now 30 will be printed. Okay. Okay. Now integer is our next char. So character is alphabet, symbols, anything it will come. Okay. Char. We will be using alphabet. Okay. Now I will be declaring alpha data single character like C. Okay. Now I will be initializing a single character to the alphabet and I am going to display here. Okay. Okay. Done. So let's run and see the output should be C. Yeah, now CS came. So this is what the working of the data types and all. As you can see here, the numbers I haven't denoted in single quotes, but characters I have denoted in single quotes because in Java we need to denote characters in single quotes and string in double quotes. Okay. Now let's see the example of float. Float we will be using for decimals. Okay, decimals we will be using float and yeah, decimal, so like 3.5 and yeah, and we will be displaying here to decimal. Yeah, fine. Okay, so what's the error? Yeah. Okay. See, like we have two data types, one is float and one is double. Okay, this 3.5 can also be stored in double, also can be stored in float. Okay, so that's why like in double we can also store numbers too and decimal also. In float we can store only decimal. So just in case we are doing a typecasting, we will see about this typecasting in upcoming video. No need to worry about this. I will be giving a brief explanation in typecasting in the upcoming videos. Okay, now we need the output as 3.5. Let's see what it's coming. Yeah, now we have got the value as 3.5. Okay, last but not least, we will be seeing a brief example in strings. A string is actually a data type which stores a sequence of characters, okay, like our name, our class name, school name, college name, anything. It will be storing a sequence of characters. For example, let's display our YouTube channel name, Tech Pulsed. So string channel name is equal to Tech Pulsed. Okay, fine. Now we will be displaying it. Okay. System dot out dot println a channel name. Okay, great. Fine. Now we will be displaying the output should be Tech Pulsed. Yeah, you got it right? Tech pulsed. As this is a non-primitive data type, we will be adding the full data type name with a capital letter at the start. So the first letter will be capital. In primitive data types like integer, float, char, and all, we have seen that we have used small letters at this first alphabet, first letter of the word will be small. But here it should be uppercase. As this is a non-primitive data type. Okay, I taught string because it will be a very useful in your future programming practices and examples. Okay, now you got it. Let's move back. Yeah, yeah, hands-on completed successfully. Yeah, now moving on, I have a small assignment for you. Whatever I taught today, you can just practice. Just write a biodata in Java program, assign data to the variables, and print them in a neat and formal paragraph. Make a biodata for your own and print in Java. So, what I have told to do is like you need to create a biodata. You can initialize your name, college name, school name, or your age in a variable and display it like hello, I am dash, and I have studied in this college name, and I have studied. My age is this. So in the fields, you can just print out your variable name, and instead of dashes and all, you can print the variable name. Okay, so just make a biodata and display in Java. You can send me the output screenshots via LinkedIn. My LinkedIn profile URL will be in the description mention. So that's it. We have came to the conclusion of this session. The conclusion is like practice, practice, and practice. That's it from my side. You need to practice a lot, so only you can get exposure to Java programming a lot. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much, and of course, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.